Alright, welcome everyone. Just getting ourselves ready to go for tonight. Well, I know you're upset. I know you're jealous. Sixth night in a row. I don't think I've ever seen that. Ever. I think it's just absolutely crazy. It's just amazing. We're just getting ourselves ready. One of the suggestions last night was to get the Ring Nebula. So we're going to start the night off with that in Hydrogen Alpha on the one camera, and then, of course, naturally in Luminance in the other. So we're going to get them in both, so we'll be in good shape. So we're just waiting for people to file in. Yep, we're gonna do the ring and then we're gonna do the turtle. So I had it planned. I had it totally planned. Ring first, turtle next, and then we're gonna move over to possibly either the cat's eye, or we're gonna do blue snowball. One of those. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do yet. Someone also offered the Eskimo Nebula. So there's a couple. With those ones, again, with them being so small, the problem is you can get those on a full moon night. Objects that we have been getting over the last 2 or 3 nights have been objects that I wouldn't be able to get much detail if the moon was out. So we're trying to get that taken care of. So, like the North American Nebula, the Crescent, the Elephant Trunk Nebula, the Veil, ones like those. Now again, we're getting them super late in the night, at like midnight, 12:30, 1 a.m. just because they rise so late still, even it being June. So yeah, Eskimo is really small. Eskimo is like the size of a star. But if you track it right, you'll be able to see it, and you'll be able to see color. So no, there's no point of getting Eskimo or any of those right now. That's why I'm just trying to get what I need. And then the moon right now is going to be passing by for new moon going into full moon. So right now the moon is at 16% full. So the goal right now is to get whatever I can for right now. So it's a matter of what we gotta get, pretty much. So as you could tell, the camera on the left has the ring right in view, and it's a live image. What it's doing is it's moving only because we're calibrating the guider, which it's almost done. We always got to calibrate it right at the beginning of the night, because what this does is when it moves, it knows how much the mount's going back and forth. You talking about me? Yes, we're talking about you. Yes. The plan for tonight, we're going to get a few objects tonight, so this is going to be fun. We're going to get the ring with the one camera in Hydrogen Alpha and in Luminance in extreme exposure. Then we're going to move over to the turtle, and we're going to get that in Hydrogen Alpha along with Luminance. So So we'll get those. So that'll be fun. That'll be loads and loads of fun to get. So we're already starting to guide. So we're done with guiding. So you can see how clear the picture is, and that's where it's going to be in the image. So now. Let's just take a quick exposure here. Let's see where we are here. Okay. There it is right there. Okay. There it is right there. There we go. Now the ring is in both images now. So now let's start taking some images. Now we won't go extreme exposure because it's not hydrogen alpha emission gases, so we don't need to go super long. Not like the 10 minutes or anything like that. We can go really short exposures and still be in good shape. That's what she said. Alright, so we'll get the first one up and running, the camera on the right. So we're just going to do a 240-second exposure, not the 12. Just short ones. Later tonight, we are going to move over to hydrogen alpha objects. Jeff Lucas is getting the Cat's Eye Nebula tonight. And Jeff, do you have the 10-inch? I think you have the 10-inch tonight, don't you? I think that's what you were saying. Alright, so now we're starting the image. What's great about this is it doesn't take much time to get this set up. Like literally, I knew exactly where we were, where we wanted to be, and we just hit the button and we go. So we're going to take a 5-minute exposure on the camera on the left, which is just a mere 300 seconds, which is not too bad. 300 seconds is good. That gets us kind of like when you're playing baseball, you know, warm-up pitch. You know, it's just a warm-up. No big deal. We gotta get it started. By the way, those images last night, I rewatched the stream a little bit this morning. Just a little bit. I just wanted to see what it looked like. And, oh boy. In 1080p, crazy. That image of the crescent at 12 minutes on the camera on the right was insane. And even the camera on the left was, I mean, they were both just phenomenal. Yeah, of baseball. Yeah, yeah. Just crazy. I mean, I was just impressed with the way that the images turned out. I need to Let's see how that looks. Guider's bouncing a little bit, but that's okay, because we're taking short enough exposures. I'm not too worried about it. So it should be okay. Plus, it's still not nautical darkness yet. I know, Jeff. I'm still working on that. The problem is that I haven't had time. And I don't want to waste these nights. That's the problem. When we get a cloudy night, I want to test this out. I want to test out Zoom. I want to test out something that we can figure it out with. Right now, with these nights being so good, I just don't want to screw it up. I'm imaging the towering cumulus in M13. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, go for it, Amol. Woot woot! Yeah, guiding's starting to settle down a little bit here, so now we're in good shape. So now, the first image is done. Let's take a look and see what we got. Just need to change the histogram here. Let's see here. There it is. There we go. And welcome, Sammy. So we got a lot of people on tonight. We got Trisha, we got Jeff, Kim, Amol, Joanne, Sammy. We got everyone on tonight. Well, awesome for M13, not awesome for the clouds. We're going to keep it right there. And then for the other camera, let's get this ready to go. So we got, I'm going to move it just a slight bit, just a hair over here. What I'm going to do, actually, is going to take it to there. Because what's going to happen is, once the image is done, it's going to switch it to the top left. The Galactic Donut from Krispy Kreme. I love it. Alright, so now this image is done. I love the star field on the camera on the left, by the way. It's just amazing. I just love the star field. With it being a 61mm telescope, it's just phenomenal. Okay. This is just a single 5-minute exposure. And what we'll do is we will enhance it. Enhance. Enhance. There you go. Perfect. Now what I did do, and I probably, yeah, I thought I moved it, and I thought I moved it just right, but apparently I didn't. I wanted to get these cameras oriented, and I needed to move it just a slight bit more. Oh, so close. Ah, gotcha. I was wondering, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, that's awesome. Well, she can always come on if she wants to, by the way. She can always, you know, if you want to ever have her come on and watch the stream, by the way, just to piss off a mole, or make them all mad. This is night number 6 in a row. I mean, that's quite amazing. And to make it even worse for him, tomorrow's gonna be 7. I mean, that's incredible. Tomorrow's gonna be 7 nights in a row. That's an entire friggin' week that it's clear. Now, we had that one night, I think it was Saturday, I think, where I had to cut it a little early because clouds were starting to come through. But other than that, it's been clear virtually every single night, which is incredible. And we're taking advantage of it. And we're doing everything we can. Tonight, as I said before, so people are starting to come in, like Sammy came in. We're going to be getting some small objects, not too small, but we're going to be bouncing around the sky a little bit tonight, waiting for the big objects to get above the roof. Like the veil again. I'd like to get the western veil tonight. I'd like to get the eastern veil in hydrogen alpha, which we did not get 2 nights ago. We only got that in color. So imagine what we're going to get when it's in that. This is awesome. Yes, Sammy's from Seattle and so is Amal. It's a small world out there, isn't it? It's crazy. So we'll take about 3 or 4 of these. We're not gonna go nuts. We're not gonna go like we did with the other objects. Like I know with the Crescent we spent like 2 hours on. North American Nebula we spent like almost 2.5 hours on. Those ones you need to spend the time on. Those are the ones that you have to because you want to get as much detail when you're stacking them one on top of the other. With this one, you could do a very short exposure and still get the oohs and the ahs of it. If you're questioning why the color on the camera is red on the right hand side, is because I'm using a Lumicon. Okay. It is an H-alpha filter, okay? So H-alpha means that there's certain parts of gas that's in space that this filter will only have it pass through, if that makes any sense. Okay? So this will pass it through. Yes, if I were to get this one here. Now the second image is going to be coming up in a second here. If I were to zoom this in, I'm going to probably wait. Let's see, what do we have for time? We got a minute. We'll wait about a minute because as soon as I do the adjustments, it's going to kick right to it. So we'll just give it about a minute, and then I'm going to zoom this in at 300%. There, now it's done. All right. So we'll go 300%. Okay, there it is right there. Alright, and then we'll move it up just a little bit. Alright, so this is at 300%. And if I were to take the curve, and again, I'm doing this in the background with the curves. What that just means is that I can stretch this image out. And just stretch it out so you could see it. Now, I'm going to try... Now, you could just barely see it. Yeah, it's right there. There's a center star right in there. Yeah, take the Mariners with you. Ah! By the way, if you guys want to, if you guys have some downtime, there is a series that just came out within the last month or so, and it was pretty good. It's called Dorktown is the name of the series. Yes, Dork, like D-O-R-K. John Boy, B-O-I-S, did a little series about the Mariners from when they first started in the mid-70s all the way to last year. And I think it was a really good... It was a 6-part series. I think it was really cool. So again, we'll just take a couple more of these of the ring. And then Joanne, yes, Joanne, we're going to get the turtle again. I could just see her clapping right now. I could just see it right now. I could just see her just so excited. She's going to go, she's going to get something to drink. And she's going to come back. And she can't wait, because it's going to be coming. Because the turtle nebula is coming soon. Get a couple more of these. This way we have some images to stack, because right now, these images, I am making sure I organize these, because we have 14 folders now of images. We have taken well over 600 images over the last 6 nights. Okay? It started off with the Hercules cluster, which we got in color. And we have gotten so many objects. And I'm saving every one of these, by the way. Just to let you know, we're saving every single one of them. So when we get... Because I'm telling you right now, anytime when you have a good stretch of clear nights, whether it's 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights, 6 in this case, you're going to have a stretch of bad nights. I may go a week and a half where it might be cloudy. I'll still be streaming, but we'll have images to process. So we have tons and tons and tons of... And luckily I've been doing the Deep Sky Stacker live. So you'll see these as I'm going through. Like we did with the Crescent. We did it with the Elephant Trunk last night. We did it with the Fireworks Galaxy. We did it with Hercules Cluster. M61. Sunflower. Whirlpool. So there's a bunch that we did that with it. So that was good. So we still got lots more objects to get too. Yeah, or 6 months or even 6 years. Who knows? I don't even know. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, I'm surprised that I'm even functioning. 6 days, and each day has been 3 hours. That's an average of 3 hours. And it has gone from 10:15 to 1:15 in the morning every single night. Yeah, see, Sammy, that's what we get in October. October, November, and December, I might get 5 good nights total. And then when you hit December and January, good luck. You might not even get 1. Then February and March starts to clear up a little bit, and then April and May it starts to get a lot better. But that's why when it's the summer, I try to get every single hour I can. People say, well, you should go to sleep. Well, yeah, I'll go to sleep when it's the winter. Alright, so we'll get to just one more. That'll give us an even 4 images at 4 minutes apiece for the one on the right and 5 minutes on the left. So that's 20 minutes. That's more than enough. And then we will get the Turtle Nebula. Yeah, clouds coming in here. It's supposed to be clear tonight, but we will see. Out in Seattle. So if you're just joining me, welcome. And happy Tuesday. Or if you're over the Prime Meridian, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Well, I know if you're in the UK, it's Wednesday. So let's get this ready. We gotta find the object name, the object catalog number for the turtle. I forgot it. Joanne, maybe you can help me. I think it's 6210. But I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's 6210, but I'm looking it up right now as we speak. Because I'm sure she has the damn thing memorized. It is 6210. I was right. Okay. Good, 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 good. Alright, so let's get planetary software ready. And by the way, if you're just starting out, you're just joining me. The way that I have this set up now is up at the top left, you have numbers. Okay, the numbers, if you're an astronomer, okay, and see Joanne says 6210. If you're an astronomer, you follow those coordinates, which is right ascension and declination. That's RADEC. And when you're getting an object, you want to know those coordinates. Well, I put those up there for everyone. So for the Ring Nebula, those are the, well, it's a little bit off, because I use that for plate solving, but I can get the right exact coordinates for everybody if you're curious. But I use that on my all-sky plate solver, which is nice. The bottom left is my planetary software, so I can see where we are in the sky. It has stars and it has nebula and everything. So if I zoom in, you can see M57 is right here. And then where my camera is right here. So it's just a little bit off to the right. But that's where M57 is. So it's kind of nice that you could see everything there. She got the number. She got the number. Let's see where it is compared to where we are. Let's see. NGC 6210. Let's take a look. Oh, we're not too far. Okay, good, 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 good. Alright, so okie dokie. We're waiting for the last image to finish. We're at 3 minutes and 36 seconds. We got about another minute. Where are we on the other camera? We're at 70%. So when the two cameras finish, we will move over to the turtle. Now, when we got the turtle last time, guiding wasn't all that great last time, so we were only doing like 10-second exposures and it didn't look all that great. Tonight, we're going to go for a little bit longer. So that means you're going to see it, it's going to be more prominent. You're going to see it a little bit better. And since we're doing it in hydrogen alpha, that means the glow of the stars are actually going to be dimmed. So that means it's going to be more prominent. You're going to see more of the actual nebula, which is what I want. Now, the actual nebula itself, it is sort of red. So it'll actually appear a little bit brighter. Now, Amol asks a great question. What does 300 and 240 mean? What that means is they use what's called seconds and minutes. Okay, so the camera on the left is we're taking a 300 second. When you see those two little lines, you think of as inches, but it's not inches, it's seconds. And then the camera on the right, we're taking 240 seconds. So it's 240 and then those two little lines there, if that makes any sense. I know that's confusing, but that's what it is. That's how long the shutter, exactly. Longer the shutter is open, more light comes in, so you get a better image. However, that can be a downside. If you're not tracking correctly, the longer the shutter, the more the star can start trailing. So if I were to take the guiding off, these stars would start to become lines and going across the screen. It would look cool, but not what we want. Exactly, like arc minutes and arc seconds. That's measuring how it is in comparison to the sky. So, like the moon, and I've told this in many, many, many streams, but the moon, we all have seen the moon in the sky, and I say this a lot, is 1,800 arc seconds in diameter. Okay? That's how it is for the actual space. So when you're looking at that, it's 1,800 arc seconds or 30 arc minutes, because there's 60 arc seconds in 1 arc minute, just like it is on the clock. Okay? So if that's 30 arc minutes, you can actually gauge how big objects are. So hypothetically, like the Ring Nebula, if you want to know what the Ring Nebula, the actual size of the ring, the size of it is 1.4 arc minutes by 1.1 arc minutes, which means it's a 30th of the size of a full moon. So you'd have to have 30 of these side by side to create a big circle to get a full moon. Okay. Now there are much bigger objects out there. Like the North American Nebula is gigantic in compared to this. I mean, you're talking a 1 by 1. North American Nebula is 120 by 100. So that's 4 times the size of the moon, the full moon. So you'd have to have 4 full moons stacked up to create what the North American Nebula is. That is huge, and it's not even the biggest object out there either. That's the crazy part. One of the biggest objects out there, and now this is in the northern hemisphere, of course, would be the Andromeda Galaxy. Now, Andromeda Galaxy is 177 arc minutes, which is insane. That's almost 6 full moons side by side. Now, the width of it is only 70. So think of it as like a big oval. Okay? The oval is 70 by 178, technically. So they use the cameras, and you can figure out the diameter of your camera, and you can fit it into the side. So you can plug it in. I haven't done it for the Carte du Soleil yet. You can plug in everything there, and you can see what your field of view is. So if you know that it's 100 arc minutes, and your camera is 50 arc minutes, you have to take a mosaic of 2 side by side. Yes. Yep. Exactly, Jeff. Which is crazy. It's just crazy to think about. Exactly. The problem is that from what we can see of Andromeda, you know, that there's outline of the actual dust. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we are going to move the mount now. Alright. Okay, here we go. We're going to stop the guider. Alright, so now we're moving the mount. Now, we're going to take a quick exposure here. Find out where we are in the sky. This is going to be a little bit tougher to find, so it's going to be a little bit here. But we should be good. Alright, let's take a look and see where we are in the sky. So we have moved the telescope to 6210. You guys gotta take a brighter image here. See where we are. My phone's telling me that Pluto's rising right now. How about that? And of course that white line that's on there, that is just from the file. I'm just trying to pull up the file here. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now we're going to see where we are in the sky. So we're going to do some wonderful plate solving here. Well, Uranus or Uranus, or whatever you want to call it, that doesn't rise until like probably 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I won't be able to get any of those. Insert joke here. Alright, so I found it. Alright, let's see how far it's going to move. Alright, confirm, yes, and go. Oh, we're not too far at all. Good. Perfect. Whoops, too far. Whoa. There we go. Should be right there. Alright, give it a second, and then we'll be right where we need to be. Ah. That's pretty funny. Your ass. Yeah, we're right where we need to be. I just gotta find out which one it is. Alright, let's see here. Alright. It is 2,500 right there. Okay, do you see my handy dandy hand? That's it right there. So we're pretty dead center, so that's what I want. Perfect. So let's take exposures. So we are going to do... we'll do 4-minute exposure. So Joanne, we finally got the turtle. Okay, we're going to take an image with that one. And then... and now we'll start taking images with this one. NGC 60, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. 60, 21. And we'll take a 4-minute exposure for that one. Why not? Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn on the guider. Whoops. Guider's on. There we go. All right, so now we're guiding. Alright, so we got the turtle centered. And you're going to notice there's going to be a difference in the actual color. Now, the reason why it's lined like that is because I didn't have the guider on, so you could actually see the star drift. But this is a star, that's a star, this is the turtle right here. Okay, so when this actually stops and it actually starts guiding, it's going to be a circle. It's going to be this right here. So that's going to be set and ready to go. So what I'm going to do is we're at 2 minutes and 35 seconds. And where the turtle is on this one, again, it's going to be this one right here. Oh, really? That's cool. That's funny. Alright, so we got 20 seconds, and then the camera one on the left is going to be done. So we'll see what we got for that one. The one on the right's almost done too, so they're going to be done almost simultaneously. And we'll see what we get. It's going to be super exciting. Again, we're getting an object. Now, the diameter of this wonderful object, which now this image is now done, is 0.3 arc minutes by 0.2 arc minutes. It is a 9th magnitude nebula. So it is tiny, tiny, oh so tiny. Six by 1900. Let me see here. Alright, so where it is, it's this right here. This is the turtle right there. And now this next image is done on the other camera too. So you could see, and I'm going to lower the histogram, not bring it up, bring it down. Okay. So there you go. So you can see that it doesn't look like a star. It looks like a fuzzy. It looks weird, doesn't it? For the next image to come through, there's a little bit of a drift. Right, on the right it does, because I took the histogram down. Now, if I were to do that for the other one, I may have to reduce the exposure, because you want to bring it down. So let me see. Where are we for time on that one? We're at 30 seconds more. Wait for the next one to go through, and then I will take the exposure down. Because also keep in mind, what I might just do is I might switch the filter to the blue filter, because when you're taking a 4-minute exposure, it's just blowing it out. So what I'm going to do, actually, is when this is done, I'm going to lower the exposure down so you'll be able to see the difference between the star and the nebula. So we're going to stop it. Okay. And we'll just take a quick exposure here. Take that, see what that looks like here. Because I want to be able to catch the actual nebula rather than it being a star, because when you're exposing it for 5 minutes, it's going to start getting brighter and brighter and brighter, and you don't want that for this nebula. You want to be able to see it look like a little faint fuzzy. Would look really cool. Here. Okay, that's it right there. We're gonna go to 400% now. Okay, here we go. Let me make sure I got the right one. It's that one right there. So let me see here. So it's at 2550 and 1800. This is it right here. So we need to take it down even further. Yeah, that's much better. So there you have it. So it kind of looks like it would be it. What I could probably do is I could just do video mode, really. Video mode would be your best bet. Yeah. So you could tell the difference between that and an actual star. Does that make any sense? This is it right here. This is a live image. This is taking every 5 seconds. Remember, this is a 9th magnitude planetary nebula. This is really small. Like, if you were to put this in perspective, again, like we were talking about, you would have to take 3,000 of these side by side to compare what a full moon would be. That's insane. That's how small this is. That super bright star that you see there. So you're wondering, you're like, well, what is that bright star that you see there? That one is a 7th magnitude star. That's this one right here. So this is a... I don't know if you can see the mouse or not. Can you? Maybe not. Oh, hang on. Let me see if I can fix that. You should be able to have the capture cursor on there. Well, it's the super bright star. We'll go on the other camera. Yeah, there we go. That right there. Actually, no, I'm sorry. My bad. We'll move it over. And now we'll move it down. There we go. This bright star. This is a 7th magnitude star right here. On the camera on the right. That's a 7th magnitude star. But you could definitely tell the difference between what a star is and what the actual nebula is right there. And that's as magnified as I can go. This is 2 times. Now, where it is on this entire image, it's crazy. And this is the entire image right here. And this is crazy. Like, I just lost it to find out. There it is, right there. It's this one right here. So you can see, like, there's like a little red speck. That's where it is. And the only reason I can find it is because I see the line of stars right here. And then you come up here, you see this bright star, and then there's like a little triangle right here. And you see the triangle, and you go right below the triangle, and that's it right there. It's crazy. It's just crazy, everyone. It's just crazy. Beehive I can't get, unfortunately. Beehive is actually setting as we speak. Where it is right now in the sky. Yeah, right now the Beehive is 4 degrees above the horizon, and it's setting and setting fast. So Beehive I'll have to get probably later in the year, probably like September, October. Maybe November. And I won't be able to get that. So we're getting a few of these. We're getting like 4-minute exposures, and we're getting, you know, and it's taking live images, which is nice. I could probably go just a little bit less here. Let's see. Try 2.5. Yeah, see, there's a 2.5 second exposure. Now you're really starting to see it being a nebula. A little bit less. There we go. There you go. How about that? What if I go to 400% here? There we go. There we go. So Joanne, there's your Turtle Nebula. Taking a 2-second exposure, and it's a live image. That's as live can be. That's a planetary nebula, by the way. Which, by the way, is super awesome. So is there any other ones out there that you'd like me to get? I said your anus. Neptune rises at 1:30. Mars rises at 2 a.m. And Uranus rises at 3 a.m. So those ones are out of the question. Alright, so let's... We saved the images, which are good for the turtle, so we'll be able to stack images and stuff, so... We'll stop the image there. Alright. Now, let me take a look. Kim, is there any objects out there that you want me to get? Because we've gotten... Amol has... He offered the one time suggested the Edge on Galaxies, which we got, which was super awesome. Joanne with the turtle. Kim, is there any object out there that I could possibly get? Pluto would be very hard for me to get. Pluto would be just like those stars. It's a 14th magnitude, so it'd be very, very tough to get. Like, I could literally point to a star and I'd be like, yep, that's Pluto. I wouldn't really know. Jupiter, we're still a little bit a ways for Jupiter, unfortunately. Jupiter just started rising now, which means I won't be able to get it for about another hour and a half to 2 hours before it's high enough to where I can possibly get it. Because I can go to the next object, because I got a couple in mind. It should be high enough now. It should be. Let's take a look. Let's see. Let's go back out this way. Come around that way. We should be high enough. Alright, we're moving them out. So you're watching the bottom left of the screen, so you're watching it move. Bye-bye, circle. Perfect. Let's see where we are here. $27 still a little too. Okay. Oh, maybe we might be able to get it. Hang on, let's take a look. Let's see. Ah, no, 27. Ooh. We might be able to get M27. I'm not making any guarantees, but we might be able to get it here. Let's see. Oh, wrong way. Just barely. I mean, all right, hang on. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plate solve this off of this. Alright, here we go. There we go. We'll get M27, people. Andromeda's still too low also. Andromeda's just rising right now. So Andromeda would be very tough to get. Alright, let's see here. So we're going to plate solve this one on the left. 27. Yes. So M27 is a good suggestion. I like it. I like people suggesting things. It's nice. Knowing that I can get things quickly and fast, and not spend 2 hours on a friggin' object trying to find it. I could get it fairly fast. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so it's plate solving right now as we speak. And then we'll see where it moves. What I'll do is I'll go to card to seal. Get it closer to the middle. And zoom in. I could always get satellites. I most certainly could, but not Starlink, naturally. Alright, so we got the coordinates here, so give me 1 second. Just pulling this up here. Okay. Let's see where it moves. Yes, confirm sync mount, yes. Synchronization, yes. And now let's move it. Wrong way. Did it again. I was going the wrong direction. Alright, so now we're going to move it. Did it again. No, down. Down. Not too much. Alright, right there. Don't move it. Oh, we gotta wait just... we gotta wait just a few minutes. The roof is right here. So if you follow the hand on the left-hand side, this right here is the roof. Now, if I had to pull up this camera and take the camera on the right and take an image, I bet you we might get an image here. So 1 second, let's take a look. Yep. And it's right in view. Perfect. So what I'll do is we'll get this centered. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wrong way. 1, 2, 3, 4. We went up north. Let's see here. Where's that gonna go? So what we're just doing is we're centering it on the one camera because you can't see it on the other camera. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should do it right there. Alright, so if you're looking at it, it's right here. This is the dumbbell right there. And it's gonna go down. There it goes. So now it's right here. But you're noticing on the camera on the left, we still have to wait because it hasn't cleared the roof yet. Which is fine because we could still take an image. I'm not worried about it. Let's see if there's any good stars for guiding. Oh yeah, there is. Of course, because we're in a good part of the sky. Duh. Yeah. No. Can't get the moon. Yeah, but the moon is at 16% full, and no. Way too early for the moon. I'm just fixing the guider here. Getting this set up and ready to go as we wait for the other camera. And you can see more stars are starting to appear here. We're getting there. We're getting there. The dumbbell is going to be right in here. Whoa! There was a satellite just went through. There you go, Emil. There you go. The satellite just went right through. And that satellite that just went right through, it's called SL-16RB. And that is a 10th magnitude satellite that just went right through on the camera on the left. How cool, huh? And now we can start taking images now. Let's do it for the camera on the right. Take a 2-minute image. Alright, I'm gonna get a drink and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just got a drink of water real quick. Alright, so at 61% on the camera on the right. Yep, camera on the right is just barely showing it. It's right here. And we're just waiting just a little bit longer. Here, I'll take a 14-second image and you'll see it, but it's just barely showing up. Yeah, there it is right there. Here, we'll loop it. There we go. So you'll watch the roof slowly move away on the left-hand side. There you go. That's a 2-minute exposure. In hydrogen alpha, nonetheless. So we'll change that. It's 2 minutes. Wait till we bust out to 4, 5, and 6 minutes for this one. just about ready to start taking images on the camera on the left. We're almost there. Almost there. There we go, and that's the camera on the left, taking 14-second exposures one after another. What I could do is I can increase the exposure just a little bit more here. I can go to... I could try 30. I don't know what 30 is going to do, but let's see. There's 30 seconds. Welcome, Uncle Bill. About 8 seconds left on the camera on the left. And this next one's gonna be 1.5 minutes at 7 gain. Well, that's so much better. There you go. That's much better. That's the way it's supposed to be. There we go. Now we'll start taking the images now, because now it should be gone. Yeah. Now we'll be able to start taking images. Look at the fast field on this, too, on the camera on the left. It's just incredible. Alright, and then we'll start taking longer images on the camera on the right. Okay, we'll do a 300-second exposure. I'm just gonna grab my drink. Hang on 1 second. do is we're gonna move. We're gonna change. So that's 240 seconds. And the camera on the right is a 300-second exposure. There we go. Hit the refresh button for some reason. Let me check to see if it's buffering over here. And we're good here. Alright. Perfect. There you go for that one. The camera on the left, and there's another satellite that just went right through too. So if you look at the right hand side on that, let's check to see what the satellite was for that one. I don't see anything that came through. Nothing. Yeah, nothing. I don't know what satellite that is. So now the camera on the right is going to be done. I'll change the histogram there, so that way it's not going to be super bright. There we go. Now let's change it back. There you go. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, dumbbell is amazing. There you go. What do you think about that one? And you could even see the white dwarf right there. That's the white dwarf in the middle of the nebula. That's the star that exploded. That created all of this, and you can see how it almost looks like a sideways bat symbol. If you tilt your head to the left a little bit, it looks like it's a sideways bat symbol with the two wings. The one wing here, and then the one wing over here. It looks like it's a bat. Yeah, looking at this is really cool on the stream. I'm watching it on my phone, too, while I'm doing this. Yeah, call me a nerd. I don't care. I'm having fun. I don't care. I could do this in the comfort of my own office. I don't care. Wait till I get hydrogen alpha for this camera. Then we'll be really rocking. Who wants to donate a hydrogen alpha filter to me? No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. Well, Uncle Bill calls us nerds all the time. I think that's kind of hilarious. He'll be like, later, nerds. Ah. We all know he's just kidding, but... Yeah. Yes, we are. There we go. Here's what I'll do. Just because we have time. What time is it? It's 11:43, okay. Save. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to pull up Deep Sky Stacker, or DSS. Yeah, there's Uncle Bill. Proud to be a nerd. You're darn right. Inch and a quarter. That's all I need. Inch and a quarter for this one. That's what I'm using for this one here. There's inch and a quarter. And I have the 9 space filter wheel. Let's go to documents, sky capture. The last two are 955 and 358. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. And now we'll pull up Deep Sky Stacker. Deep Sky Stacker live. Okay, so Deep Sky Stacker Live is pulled up. Monitor. There's 2 images in there right now. Perfect. And stack. I had it. There we go. Perfect. Right there. Don't touch it. There we go. Next image is coming up. So this will be image numero 3. Ah, you only have 2-inch. Darn it. I have the 2-inch filter for the camera on the right, but I'm using it for the colored camera. I just need the 1.5 inch. Not a big deal. I'll definitely get one. 100% I need one. Because I have the 9-space filter. I have the luminance, the red, the green, and the blue. Eventually I'd like to get hydrogen alpha, oxygen 3, and sulfur 2. I'd like to get those 3. And then I would also want to get a IR cut filter for it also. So I'd like to get like 8 or 9 filters and use them all. So that's 3 images. Each image is 4 minutes, so we're at 12. I can count. I can count. See. There you go. I have, I think it's a, the hell is it? The one on the right, for the camera on the right, I have a Star Bright is what it's called. I'm pretty sure it is. And that's a 5 filter wheel. 5-set. And I just have the Sky Glow filter and the Hydrogen Alpha one. The one on the left I just got, it was just a standard 9 space filter, 1.25 inches. Yes, and I can multiply. I use almost. I don't have a big thing is I don't have a motorized filter wheel, so I actually have to go out there every single time and do that, which is a pain in the butt. But that's okay. Make it a little bit darker in the background. There you go. A little bit darker. Guiding's off by just a little bit. And it's bouncing. Hang on, let's go to a different star here. Try that one and see if how good that one is. There we go. Of course, naturally the stars will look like junk now because I just stopped it, but that's okay. So X image is done, but of course this one's not going to be as good. Still, the field of view is really good. We'll still add it to the batch. Yeah, it's turning out really good. That stacked image is really good. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I wonder if, Jeff, are you still on? Just wanted to see how everything was going with your, because he was outside imaging too. So I just wanted to see how he was doing. Whoa. Yeah, camera on the right. That's what happens when you don't turn on your guider. bad image. That's a whoa. Okay, next image is coming up. Alright, it's loading. And now it's stacking. Yeah, it's looking really good. Stars look great. Background looks phenomenal. You're starting to see some of the detail on the outline of the dumbbell. So all throughout here. And then that center star is really crisp. That white dwarf. Oh, there was another satellite that went through. There we go. Welcome back, Jello. Jello, do you have an object in mind of what I can possibly get in Cygnus? Because the next object we can get, and it will be possibly, if you guys want, is the witch's broom. I could try for that. This will never last. Your words come out so soothing that I forget that this thing is confusing. Having such a blast, but don't ask where my head is at. Cause I'm cruising through the rush of us. I don't care about love, just need your touch. Want you to be my vice. Snare drum. Oh, Miss Jello. You gotta make sure you answer Miss Jello. You don't want to get in trouble. That's not a nebula. I'm just kidding. I'll make sure I stay hydrated. It's hot out there. It's hot in here too. Think about putting an air conditioner in here. Or a fan. Just need your touch. So the next image is done on the right. We'll see what it looks like. Oh, much better. Much better. So what we'll do is we'll probably take like 2 more or so. And then we can move over to the witch's broom. I got the window wide open. And it's still warm in here. It's still hot. What is the temperature in here? Let me see. I'll tell you what it is, because I got my thermometer in here. $74. It is 74 in here. That's hot. That's funny. Which or insert the sensor. The witch's broom is the western veil. We got the eastern veil last night, and we could get, and which, by the way, we could still get the eastern veil in hydrogen alpha too, by the way. We only did it in just regular luminance, and also for regular color on the right. How many have we taken so far? Let's see. We've taken... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've taken 7 so far. So we're at 28 minutes so far. 28 minutes, that's not bad at all. Let's save in the next image now. Which now it's actually going to go to the next folder now, because now it's after midnight. It's 12:02. Because now it's June 17th here. Of course, naturally I gotta change the folder on every single one of these now. But once we go to the next object, it'll be fine. So we'll take one more. Because right now we have an even 6. Alright, so it is stacking the next image now. Perfect. Alright, so we'll take one more. And how many have we taken with the other one? Minus the bad one that we took, because that one was a terrible one. So we're at... This is number 7, so technically we've taken 6 good ones. So we're at about a half an hour for this one. So that's not bad. Once this last image is taken on this one, we'll get one on that one, and then we'll move over to... Does the witch's broom sound good to everyone? If not, let me know in the chat. I think we should be good with the witch's broom, I would think. And I'm going to say witches. Witch. Like Will Wheaton. Or Cool Whip. I don't know if anybody has seen that Family Guy sketch. So the image is done on the right, and now on the left, where do we stand? Perfect. Okay, good. So we will stop it there. This is number 7. So batch save that. So we're at 28 minutes. Love it. Good. So that's just under a half an hour, so that's good. Stewie, yep. Alright. Now we're gonna move objects. Are we ready? And this will probably be one of the last objects of the night, so... We're not... So... Okay, right there. Well, let's take a look and see where we are. Do I have to work tomorrow? No. I'm actually off for the very first time in almost a week. Which, I'm gonna need my sleep. We've done like a friggin' marathon. Which, don't get me wrong, it's great, and I love it, but... getting this object's gonna take us till almost 1 a.m., so... We've been going from 10 to 1 for the past 6 nights in a row, so... Because I want to try to get this last object here. Yeah, we're right where we need to be. I just got to move this down. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Oh, wrong way. Alright, so we're just centering it now, so we're right where we need to be. Okay, right there. All right. Now we're dead center. Now it's just going to calm down. Where we need to be. That bright star that you see there is 52 Cygni. That is a 3rd magnitude star. So you could see this in a dark sky sight. You could see this with your naked eye. How crazy is that? And where is it on the other camera? Just want to make sure. Let's see. Now we're going to look at the camera on the right. Make sure to see where we are. Taking a quick 10-second exposure. Perfect. dead center. 52 Cygni is right here. Good, good, good. Alright, so now we can start taking images now. Again. Put the guider back on. Now this one's going to be a dim object, so we got to really bust out this one. This one's going to be a lot. And I think this one's 6960, I think, is the object name. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And this one's called the Witch's Broom. Alright, so now we're taking a 360-second exposure on the left. And on the right, 420. Yep, I nailed it. Nailed this thing dead on. I didn't even have to do plate solving for this one. I just moved it over. It was a hop, skip, and a jump. 52 Cygni's dead center where I want it to be. And we'll be able to get it in both cameras. Now, if I had to pick a choice between the Eastern Veil and the Western Veil, I would take the Western Veil any day of the week. The reason being is that the Western Veil isn't as bright. Witch's Broom is very, very dim. But we should be able to pull out detail with these two cameras, so we should be in good shape. Oh, that'll be so cool. Make sure that you get pictures. I'd love to see it, Sammy. That would be so cool. Yep, 420. Haha. I didn't even plan that one. So we're halfway on the left one, and we're just about halfway on the image on the right. It'll be interesting to see what we get for both of these ones. Because again, this is the last object of the night, but we are going to be getting a bunch of images with this one. So I would probably say we're going to get about 4 or 5, which will take us about a half an hour. That'll take us to just about 1 a.m. and we'll end it at 1. Which gives us an even 3 hours for the night. We've been averaging 3 hours per stream, but we've also been averaging 3 to 4 objects per stream too, which is nice. And getting good exposures. We're not getting like little, throwaway ones. We're getting great data. Please do. 100%. I want to see it. Thank you. Yep. Yep, that's Sammy's channel, so if anybody who's watching, whether you're watching live, watching delay, whatever it is, make sure you subscribe over to Sammy. And Sammy, I hope you start doing more live streams. I can't wait to see. You're the one who helped me, so I think it would be great to watch you do a live stream. It'd be so cool. I know you were getting, it was that one time, and the first time I ever saw you doing it was you were trying to get the Leo triplet. Then of course you helped me that was about a month ago. That's crazy. That was a month ago that you helped me with plate solving and how you use it. And then Messier Hunt, which was just 2 weeks ago. Oh, first image is done. So let's take a look and see what we got. Alright, so that is 52 Cygni right here. And let's try to get this curve. Alright, so you could just barely see it, but it's there. So it's right here, goes across here, just goes just above 52 Cygni, and then comes around, and then it's like a veil over here. What I'll do is I'll zoom out here. There we go. I might have to zoom out just a little bit more, because that's a fairly big object. There we go. That should be perfect. There you go. Yep, this is the veil. So this is the witch's broom. Which is NGC 6960. Of course, this is the histogram is stretched so much. Whoa, way too much. There you go. Alright, so it's going... So if you're looking at it, it's going from up to down. Okay, I know this is kind of hard for this one, but... Alright, so if you're going this, you're going to follow it along here. Okay. You got the super bright star 52 Cygni. And then it just continues to go down. All the way down. It's going to be a little bit tougher to see with this one, only because it's a fairly dim object. And you still have to extract the red channel out of this in order to get it. But it is there. And then what we'll do is we'll pull up Deep Sky Stacker again, but this time what we'll do is we have two of them, so we'll do a bad save. NGC 6960. Yes, Amol, I said 69. I'm sure he probably put that in the chat. Okay, so that's that. Okay, there. This one, so 725. Everything except for 725 can go. Perfect. Excellent. Now, stop it. Okay, now so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the image here. May have to move it just a slight bit. Actually, that's not too bad, actually. There we go. Now, let's fix this. Because of course, naturally, it's going from left to right. There you go. So now I moved that, so now you'll be able to see that. Now we'll be able to stack the images one on top of the other now. And since then, we've saved another image. Saving now. So here comes image number 2. This is just one shot. Here comes number 2. It's going to be less grainy, so you're going to start seeing a smoother image now. Get my charger. So what we'll do is we'll take about 3 more of these. And then we will call it a night. But don't worry, everybody. We'll be back out here again tomorrow night. And I'm just trying to think of objects we can get tomorrow night. Here comes the next image. Alright, here comes the next one that's going to be saved for Deep Sky Stacker Live. This is numeral 3. It's starting to get darker now, which means you're going to start seeing a little bit more detail in the actual nebula. Thank you, Kim. And thank you, Amol. Once I get these stacked, you're going to start seeing real good detail. I'll be able to enhance the image and be able to pull out the nebula. We'll just take a couple more. I'm starting to feel the effects. I'm starting to get tired. About 15 more minutes and we will be done for the night. That'll give us enough to do 2. The camera on the right is just about done. And if you want, here's what I'll do. You can zoom it in and watch the stars. Ready? See if the stars move. Nope. Just barely. But they still stay pinpoint, which is what I want. Pump up the jam. The next one should be just about done for the one on the left. Alright, next one's done, so we could stack that one. And we're down to our last image. We are down to our last one. There you go. Hello there, Mr. Eric. Awesome. We're also in Cygnus too. We're getting NGC 6960, which is a witch's broom. It's that time of the year where we're going to be getting a whole bunch of objects in Cygnus. We are on our last image of the night, and then we're going to call it a night. By the time we actually get the music and everything and winding down, it'll be 1 a.m. This is exactly where I want to be. Alright, so the last image is now done. So, we're going to stack this last one. So here comes the last one being stacked. Perfect. All right. So, that's all she wrote for me. Still gonna let the music play. Let's still take shots, but for me talking, that's it for me. Well, that's pretty cool, Eric. 12 degrees. That's not too far from where we're shooting right now. So, I want to thank everyone for coming on tonight. We had a lot of people. We had a lot of fun tonight. I want to thank Kim, Joanne, More Jello, Amol, Sammy, Uncle Bill, can't forget about you. And others. But the usual crew, which is always good. The huge. And I'll be back out tomorrow night. 10 p.m. Again, let me know if you want me to get you an object. With that being said, thank you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.
We got something in common that I know you want, but we're so different. I speak Swedish, you don't. I sit right down and write a letter, but Frankie said it better.
I almost feel it when you smile.
I'll take my time, I want you but I'm shy. Here's